Directives. In this video, we are going to discuss about what are directives, what is the difference between directive and component, what are attribute directives, what are structural directives, how to create custom directives. Directives are basically the basic building blocks of Angular application. These are used to extend the power of HTML by giving it a new syntax. Directives generally can be used with HTML elements, and these HTML elements are called as host elements. These directives generally change the styles and add or remove the CSS classes on these host elements, and also delete or add these host elements dynamically. These directives can be used with components also. Then that component is called as host component. There are three types of directives in Angular: components, attribute directives, and structural directives. Yes, components are also directives with template. Generally, directives don't have the template, but a component is a special directive with template. Next, attribute directives. Attribute directives change the appearance or behavior of a DOM element. This can be achieved by applying the styles dynamically to that host element, or show or hide the host element dynamically, or dynamically change the behavior of component according to a changing property. Attribute directives are used as attributes to the host elements. Ng style and Ng class are the some of the built-in attribute directives. Ng style basically adds or removes the styles to the host element dynamically. Ng class add or remove the CSS classes to the host element dynamically. About these two, we discussed in detail in style binding and class binding. Kindly watch those videos. Next, structural directives. Basically, these are used to shape or reshape the DOM structure by adding, removing, and manipulating the elements in DOM. This is the basic difference between attribute directive and structural directives. Attribute directives just change the appearance of the host elements, or show and hide the elements. But in case of structural directives, it will remove or add the elements dynamically. Ng if, Ng for, and Ng switch are some of the built-in structural directives. Ng if basically takes Boolean expression to add or remove the host element. If it is true, it will add it. If it is false, it will remove it. Ng for is used to repeat the host element once for each value in set of values. Ng switch, it is used to include one of multiple possible elements. About these structural directives, we will discuss in other videos. Kindly watch those videos. Direct to decorator. Basically, this direct to decorator is used to create the custom directives in Angular. This will add this makes TypeScript class as a directive, and it will add some metadata to the directive so that that metadata can be used by Angular. Basically, one of the important property of this directive is selector. We need to give some name to that selector. Okay, this selector is the CSS selector, and it will be used by it will be used as an attribute to the host element. When Angular finds this selector, it executes the functionality defined in directive. For example, app highlight is a directive, and it is used as attribute for div tag. Now the div element is the host element. Okay, whatever the logic that has written in app highlight will be executed on this host element div. Okay, if you want to create the custom directives, you should use ng generate directive CLI command. You have to use ng generate directive, then we have to give the directive name. About all these things we will discuss in next video. Thank you.